What is up? Tom here with the Twins system recap for Sunday, April 26th. It was no Sunday. A no-hitter thrown by the Mighty Muscles, a pitching staff that has just been on fire. Saints won, Windsurge split their doubleheader. Colonels got beat very badly. Twins also lost today, but again, 4 Mighty Muscles pitchers combined to throw a no-hitter. Merritt Jones, Matthew Becker, Eric Hammond, and Jake Murray. We'll talk about some more of those guys in a sec. The starting catcher was Ryan Sprock, who is newer to catching. Did not catch in college. Started catching a little bit. He's a last-year draftee, so kind of started to pick up the position. So a pretty fun thing for him to be involved in. And Fort Myers, again, their pitching staff has just been incredible. They have a 2.32 ERA as a staff so far. That's unbelievable. Very impressive. 3 stars of the day. Third star, Zebby Matthews for the Saints pitched very well. He's been struggling too. 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. He's got a 5.91 ERA in the season. So, not exactly begging for a call-up, but a step in the right direction here. Second star, Merritt Jones, who started that game for Fort Myers. 3 1/3, no hit, shutout innings, of course, did walk 2 and did not strike out a batter. That's kind of the crazy thing about this outing. They only struck out 5 guys as a staff. So there were some errors in the field too. So there was some traffic on the bases, but again, a no-hitter. That's a big deal. Merritt Jones, a 14th rounder out of Utah. And then the first star of the night, Matthew Becker, left-handed pitcher. Once again, this is like the 3rd recap in a row of where didn't even know who this guy was really. I think I knew him as a draftee. He was the Twins' 19th round draft pick out of South Carolina. This was his pro debut. This is the first minor league game he's ever pitched. It's in a no-hitter. He pitches the bulk of the game barely over Merritt Jones. He records 1 more out than Jones. 3 2/3 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. So Matthew Becker, how do you have a better pro debut than that? You're the bulk guy in a no-hitter, and you also pitched the best for that squad that day. Obviously giving some of these guys for Fort Myers, these pitchers, a bump just for this accomplishment. Very fun team accomplishment. But on to some honorable mentions. For the Windsurge, I'm putting both of their games. When there's doubleheaders, sometimes I'll split it. Sometimes I'll combine them. It kind of depends on the performances. We're going to combine them. So this was Kalai Rosario and Billy Amick's, both of their games from today. You see their lines there. Kalai Rosario was off to a really poor start. He's now has a 739 OPS after they hit a home run, drew 3 walks. And then Billy Amick, he's got an 804 OPS. So he's hitting for more power, which kind of was to be expected, but did not hit for power last year. Kendry Rojas came in after Zebby Matthews and was awesome. He's pitching really well for the Saints. 9 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, and no runs. So again, 9 innings, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, no runs for Kendry Rojas. Very exciting start for him. A guy who got a look up with the Twins. So, I think we'll see him up and down this year. A guy who really struggled with the MLB ball last year that also is using AAA. So, could kind of put that in the rear view now. Sam Armstrong also had a nice start for the Windsurge. And then Eric Hammond was another guy who had pitched a good amount of innings. 1 2/3 innings of no-hit ball for the Mighty Muscles. The final guy, what was his name? Murray. He only recorded an out. So not quite going to get him on honorable mentions. We're not pushing the no-hitter guys that hard. But obviously a fun team accomplishment for them. On to the star scoreboard. We don't have any changes. The closest guy moving up today was Merritt Jones, who now has 7 points. So he's sniffing that top 10. Moving on to some of the big names. Walker Jenkins had the day off. Merrick Houston, came out of the Colonels game early. I couldn't really put together why that would have been. It was in the 7th inning, so it wasn't that early. And again, they were getting crushed. So I think maybe it was just a blowout. They were just looking to get him a little rest. I'm not sure on that, but that's kind of my assumption for now. Kalen Culpepper 0 for 3 with a walk. Manuel Rodriguez 0 for 3 with a walk. Gabriel Gonzalez 1 for 4. Eduardo Tait 0 for 4. And then Quentin Young was 0 for 1, but he walked twice and had a sacrifice fly. So I'll take that from Quentin Young right now, absolutely. Drawn walks, good situational delivery there in a tight ball game, even though that was a no-hitter. So thanks for checking this one out. I will be bringing some highlights to Limestone Pipeline on these Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games, so be looking out for that tomorrow, Monday. But minor leagues are off on Monday, so we will talk again on Tuesday here. Thanks for watching.